Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Vexelite, and today I'm bringing you another game review on my channel. The other week, I believe, it was about a week ago now, we did a Night in the Woods review, and I was really happy with that. I enjoyed making that video. I enjoyed playing a single player game for once, and the Steam Lunar New Year sale just rolled around, and I picked up a bunch of new single player games, Firewatch being one of them, and spoiler alert for the verdict of this game, oh my god, was this an amazing game. I loved this game. I beat it all in one day, and the second I did, I was so excited to write the review for it. So let's just get right into this. Firewatch is a first-person narrative-driven mystery/adventure game that also describes itself as a walking simulator. I feel like the description of walking simulator sells itself short, however. Firewatch came out February 9th in 2016, over 5 years ago now, and I actually remember contemplating buying this game back when I was 15 when it came out. I'm now 20, by the way. But the description of walking simulator turned my, I guess, young, premature, and I guess short attention span mind away from this game. While technically you are constantly walking in this game, you are constantly walking with a purpose, a meaningful purpose, one that's always aware to you at the foreground of your attention. There was not one moment of this game where I felt directionless, or even that I was assigned with a boring or useless task. I never thought that once throughout my entire playthrough. The pacing of this game is absolutely phenomenal. This is rather easy to do because this game will run you about 4 hours to beat, me personally beating it at 4.1 to be exact to beat the whole game. But this game is so great that I purchased it, started it, and beat it all within the same day. I did not want to stop playing this game. I did not want to take a break at all. There were no slow points in this story that made me feel like there was a good moment to walk away or put the game down or go do something else. So I played it all 4 hours straight in a row. If you play this game, which, spoiler, I believe I said this, I highly recommend you do. You should play this all in one sitting. Since it is only 4 hours, that shouldn't be too hard for you to do. But if you plan on picking up this game, try to like carve out 4 hours of your day to play it. The game takes place in 1989 Wyoming, and you play as 39-year-old Henry, a married man who takes a new job as National Park Fire Watch, hence the name Firewatch, right? He's basically the fire park ranger, you know what I'm trying to talk about. The game does a great and interesting job at introducing you to Henry and his life. It starts as a screen, like a text screen, you know, just not a wall of text, but just a nice background and just text you're just reading in the beginning, where you read and you actually pick what happens in Henry's past, choosing little details like what kind of dog will he get, whether he wants to go out that night, what drink he wants to have, things like that. The game mechanic of letting you pick things and pick decisions is a constant one in this game, getting a choice in just about everything you say throughout this game. You only talk to one person in the entire game, that being your boss and somewhat friend, Delilah, the other person at the lookout in the national park with you who keeps you company and honestly sane during the lookout. You get to pick what you say to her the entire game. You get to decide how you handle situations, where you walk, which will trigger different dialogue and different conversations, which I noticed was pretty cool. Everything you do basically has a consequence. The game takes approximately 75 in-game days, which the story skips around, meaning you start at day 1, and then day 2, and then it skips like day 9, and then day 15, day 70, you know, it goes around, you know, you're not doing 75 days in a row, you know, it'll tell you at the beginning of each day what day you're at. You can actually restart a day if you'd like, something I took advantage of. I accidentally annoyed my partner Delilah and wasn't happy with the outcome of what I said, so I restarted the day and decided to take a different hiking path that day. I said something completely different, and due to something I saw on my hike, the conversation took a completely different path, and the option to upset her didn't even really show up for that entire day. So what you say actually matters and will change your conversations with Delilah. Now, this may sound obvious, but this being a story-driven game, your connection with the only character you talk to, being Delilah, is an important one, and one you, as the player, will get connected to. At least I didn't, and I feel like 99% of players will. The game did a good job at making you feel the same as Henry did in the game, forming a tight and legitimate bond between you, the player, and the character you play as, Henry, and then branching out to Delilah. You will feel empathetic for the characters, happy for them, a whole roller coaster of emotions. You can choose how you want to act in this game. You can choose to be serious, stern, witty, a whole plethora of different emotions. I would describe the game's overall theme as the struggles of a troubled life and the intricacies of dealing with them. Like how you deal with them, avoiding them, and more specifically why avoiding them doesn't work, which will make sense after the ending of the game. But I don't want to talk about any specifics of this game, because if you haven't played it yet, I want to keep this as spoiler free as I possibly can. I want you to watch this video and then go out and play this game. Not only recommend, I want you to. The person watching right now, the person I'm talking to on the other side of the screen, yes, you, the person thinking, oh, he doesn't mean me. Yeah, I mean you. I want you to play this game. Seriously. Another reoccurring theme of this game, which is rather small, but it's there if you pick up on it. And I appreciated the small attention to detail of this theme. It was the occurrence of alcohol. Before Henry takes the job, his thing was to go to the bar every night with his wife, and then when tragedy struck, he would go drink alone to deal with the pain of his situation, which led to him getting a DUI, which isn't really a spoiler. That's revealed in the early text screen in the very beginning. You meet Delilah for the first time, your new boss, while she's drunk. Your first task on the job involves alcohol. You talk to Delilah, and she decides to get drunk one night. One of the ending quotes of the game, Henry says, as a good coping mechanism to move on, he says to Delilah, he says, well, that's what God invented alcohol for. I didn't want to give too much context to why he said that, because I don't want to give away anything about this game. It's all over the game, and it's not like earth-shattering, its involvement in the game, but I do really love the appreciation and the attention to detail. The lovely scenery, well-placed music, and impeccable voice acting seriously make it so great and help with the immersion immensely on this game, making it so much better, especially the voice acting. Let me put emphasis on this. Really good voice acting. The game's twist of the plot twist of this game, also phenomenal. I thought this game was going to be mostly about building connections / I guess a single connection with Delilah and deciding how that's going to play into your daily life as Henry. The thing is, before the twist of this game, the pacing and the story of this game feel phenomenal. The story is captivating, the tasks are intriguing, and the dialogue is immersive. Flirting with Delilah for the first time while watching the fire, which is the fire you get to name, another choice throughout the entire game that, keeps it feeling like you really do have an impact on the difference, felt really great. Her calling you sweetie, if you do end up, getting that dialogue path, these things can change, made me smile. I thought the game was just going to be about the things like this and just, your involvement with her and her involvement with you. I thought it was mostly going to be a love story, and I had no problem with that. Like I said, the pacing before the twist was just as great. No slow build-up or anything. I didn't even think there was going to be a big twist like this. I thought it was just going to be simple. And that's what's super good about this game, is before that, the game felt great, making the plot twist feel even more unexpected. Because it's not like there was anticipation for something. It truly did come out of nowhere. It took a super unexpected twist. Finding out the summer on the job isn't going to be as easy or as peaceful as you thought. Watching other people's reviews on this game, no one seems to think this is a game about love. I've never seen anyone describe it as that. In fact, I've only seen people say it's not really a story about love. But honestly, I would say it is a game about love. You start out the game being super into your girlfriend at the time. The story starts with you meeting her, and then you move into her dating you, and then you move into being married, and then tragedy strikes her. And I won't say what that is. Once again, this isn't too much of a spoiler. This is all told to you in like the first 2 minutes of the game by text. Then time goes by and life happens, and you and Henry seem to forget about her. Mostly. You'll know what I mean. There's this one little dream thing that happened in the game is all I'll say about it, which was super well placed. I loved it. Once again, I don't want to spoil too much. Another example of how the game makes you and Henry almost feel the same, feel as one. In the beginning, you miss your wife. You want to talk about her a lot, but you slowly grow past it. And basically like a horseshoe, at the end, you're brought right back to it. Hard, like crashing into a brick wall. Once again, very vague because I want you to play this game. I'm not saying mentally, physically, both or none. I really want you guys to have no idea what I just meant by that. But like I was saying, I do think the idea / theme of love is prevalent throughout the story. Now, let's get into the most divisive part of this game, being the end of this game. Now, at first, I was slightly, not disappointed, but kind of sad with the outcome. I didn't feel let down. I didn't feel like I was wasting time by playing this game. I didn't feel like the developers rushed an ending and didn't know how else to end it like I've heard people say. I didn't feel that, but I was just kind of sad with how it ended. I wish that the good fairy tale ending that you, the player, and Henry wanted actually happened. You sit there wishing that the good outcome had happened, that you all live happily ever after, the end. But that doesn't happen, and at first, I was rather upset. I quickly got over that though, realizing the point of the game isn't to give you what you want, and give life the happy, easy ending, because that's not what it's about. But I at least wanted some variety in the endings. At first, that's what I thought. I was like, I wish you could have multiple endings. Spoiler, there is only one ending no matter how you play the game. For a game that's all about choice, it was a bit odd to me that no matter what you did throughout the game, the ending was always the same. I even thought of tons of, quote, better endings in my head, which I won't reveal to you because that'll kind of tell how the game ends. And I watched some other reviews on it, and I had my own thoughts from others, and then I realized this ending is actually perfect. IGN gives this game a 9.3 out of 10. And its only con being the anticlimactic ending, but that's a simpleton's take in my opinion. Not every story is supposed to have the hero's ending. Not every story is supposed to have the fairy tale happy ever after thing, The ending wraps around to the main thought and point of the game, that you can't hide from your problems. You can't escape your problems, and running away from them is only going to make the crash way worse. And that's another thing. This game does a great job at tying all the points and themes of this game together in the end. It does that phenomenally. Now, honestly, guys, I would love to sit here and talk about the tiny intricacies of the game and the ending and what it means and small things I enjoyed from the game and things like that. But instead, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I want you to finish this video, and I want you to go on Steam and buy this game. If not buy it, at least put it in your wish list. It's only $20, and you get 4 hours of great gameplay. Seriously, 100% worth it. $20, I would have paid $30. I would have paid $40 for this game. $60 for 4 hours, probably not. But $20 is a bargain. For the second story game I've played this year, first one being Night in the Woods, honestly, I feel like this might ruin my credibility, but I have to give this game a 10 out of 10. This isn't a score I want to give out easily. This isn't a score that I want to hand out all willy-nilly. I don't want to give this to anything shy of a masterpiece, but that's what this game is, a masterpiece. I really hope you go and play this game if you haven't. If you have, maybe play it again. But I don't think you will regret it at all. I think you'll be happy you did. I wish I could go back in time and play the game blindly again, seriously. So, that was my review on Firewatch. Seriously, I know I've said it so much in this video, guys, but please play this game. Night in the Woods, I told you, you should maybe play this game. This game, I am telling you, this game you will not regret playing. This is a must play. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you plan on playing this game, please let me know down in the comments. If you already have played this game, let me know how much you loved it. Or maybe you're crazy and you didn't like this game. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.